project, ba't kailangan magpapayat ng...
Yeah, may getting ready now. Bale, kakatapos sila ng movie ko for Netflix. Kami ni Baron. So it's with my directors ng Ironheart, so action movie siya. So malapit na yan, dapat abangan. Pero itong this past 2 months, parang I'm preparing for a new TV show for Amazon Prime kasi. So first time ko mag-play ng convict, ng parang inmate. So I've been immersing myself sa Mandaluyong City Jail. It's been 2 months. So yeah, so ang galing. Kasi sabi ko this past 2 months, habang nag-i-immerse ako doon, parang sabi ko, when do you really find yourself in a situation like this? You know what I mean? And then for me, syempre, parang that place is kinda for me eh. Kasi kung naalala niyo yung issue ko, doon nangyari lahat yun eh. So parang while I was immersing with this, it's also like going through your trauma or facing your fears. So sabi ko, preparation pa lang na ito talaga, parang I feel like I did so much already. So can't wait to get to the set, can't wait to portray this and perform it in front of everyone. Tapos sabi ko nga sa Team J, sabi ko, I put myself through these parang experiences kasi parang ngayon in life, parang my head is in my shoulders, kaya ko na ilagay sarili ko sa mga ganitong experience na hindi ako natatakot if I lose my mind or mga so,
paano yung immersion na yun?
Kung pwede lang ikwento
nangyari kasi parang what I really wanted was to stay there. Parang magstay sana ako doon ng 1 week. For 1 week. Pero, syempre nung nag-uusap kami ng warden, nag-uusap kami ng mga pulis, hindi nila pwede ibigay sa akin yun. Kasi of course, responsable sila sa buhay ko eh. So I asked them, sabi ko, paano ako makakapag-conforme sa sistema ninyo, di ba? So, ang nangyari, binigay sa akin yung window ng 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. So 4:30 ng umaga, motor na ako papunta doon. Tapos mag-immerse ako doon, i-rehearse ko yung script from 5 till 8. So yun, parang yun naging buhay ko for the past 2 months actually. Parang
inside as in,
may kasama ka sa...
Actually, yung doon ako sa 9th floor nilagay. So doon sa 9th floor, maximum penitentiary doon. Doon lahat ng mga mabibigat yung kaso.
Behind bars and...
Yeah, talaga ako. Like, I'm really there from 5 till 8. Tapos sinasabi ko sa guards, treat me like the inmates. Kung paano ako kausapin, paano ako tratuhin. Kuwain ka! Ginaganon ako, bilisan mo na dyan. Ginaganon ako sa loob ng kulon. And I like that. Kasi nga parang sabi ko, coming from Secretary Kim, parang ang lambot ng character natin doon eh. I had to really come up with something very soft. Kasi contrary sa ginagawa natin na parang ginagawa natin Filipino yung parang mga remake na to, di ba? Ako naman parang sabi ko, gusto kong sundan yung ginagawa ng mga Koreans. May mga leading men doon eh, di ba? They're softer, ganun. So, sabi ko, coming out of that project, sabi ko, parang ang lambot ko ah. Kailangan kong patigasin sarili ko ulit. I had to parang be rough around the edges again. So, pero naisip ko.
May kasama ka sa cell?
Yung guard lang na naka-assign sa akin.
So, Jake, wala namang untoward incident na nangyari?
Doon,
habang nandun ka?
actually, sabi ko, tsaka ako na-realize na talagang napaka-special maging artista. Kasi, pagpasok ko pa lang doon, parang both ways sa guards saka sa inmates, parang welcome talaga nila ako doon. Parang they really welcomed me with open arms. Tapos sabi ko, galing talaga nung buhay na to, trabaho na to. Kasi kung normal kang tao, hindi ganun yun eh. Like, they have gangs there, yung very territorial sila. They don't accept you as one of their own. Tapos, ang nangyari, parang it's almost like na-incorporate yung pagtiteatro ko here. Kasi naririnig nila ako eh. They can hear me doing the voice, they can hear me moving around the set. So, parang sa 2 months doon, parang sa totoo lang, yung 1 month, parang kinaft ko yung character, then yung 1 month, parang pinerform ko sa harapan nila. So it's almost like I was doing theater in front of them. Then, I'm just about to post it, parang invite nila ako sa nila eh, parang National Incarceration Day, parang awareness. Kasi, fairness naman, di ba, as dark as that experience was, yung nagkukulong pa doon and doing these things, sabi ko marirealize mo rin na grabe din yung humanity. Kasi, yung tao doon, yung parang nakikita mo na masaya pa rin sila kahit ganun yung environment. Nakikita mo na may hope na magbago ang tao. So, at the end of the parang incarceration day, nag-speech ako. Actually, I'm gonna post it maybe later today. Pero parang nag-speech ako, sinabi ko parang konektado na sila sa akin this past 2 months eh. So sabi ko, I'm really gonna dedicate this performance, this portrayal to all the guards, all the inmates of Mandaluyong City Jail. But more importantly, for all the inmates na nakulong for something they didn't do, mga inosente. Kasi that's what this role is about eh.
So, for 2 months, talagang araw-araw, hindi na.
There,
May iba ka rin ginawa?
there were days na bawal pumunta, baka kasi may something, ganyan. So parang, siguro, I would say, parang in 1 week, 5 days a week. Ganyan. Yeah. So 5 days. Kasi nga, took the opportunity, kasi di ba parang because of my issue back then, parang medyo may utang sa akin yung Mandalo yung city jail. So sabi ko parang, sometimes we use our celebrity privileges for different things, but this time parang I used it more to like craft this character, more for my artistry rather than, di ba syempre mga celebrity privileges that we get. This time parang medyo siningil ko sila in that sense na sabi ko, in-explain ko sa kanila yung project na gagawin ko, hindi ko naman i-expose yung mga makikita ko doon or anything like that. But I really wanted this kasi sabi ko, minsan lang din mabigyan ng role na ganito. Ako din, I'm a big fan of Baby Ama, yung movie ni Binoy, na talaga naman na, nung binigay sa akin to, yun yung unang pumasok sa utak ko eh. Sabi ko, it's my opportunity to do something like that. So I dove in. Alam mo, the best way I could, kinumit ko sarili ko at dinedicate ko yung sarili ko sa project na ito.
Pero Jake, from uniform ba to food and experience mo rin? O hindi naman?
Hindi naman, kasi ano lang ako dun eh, 5 to 8. So,
Hindi, yung
saka,
food nila doon, hindi
I mean,
rin.
nakita ko, parang binigyan nila ako ng access na makita ko sila, makasama ko sila. Pero hindi rin ako nakikain kasi nga, I was dieting for this. So, parang nangyari,
okay.
parang once a day lang ako makain for this. So, hence kaya pumayat din ako agad-agad.
Jake, di ba nagdalawang isip ka lang when you were first offered yung role of comedy?
Actually, no, I was so excited. Yung parang hindi pa natatapos yung pitch ng RCD narrative, parang umuo na ako agad. Na sabi ko nga, scheduling pa yung magiging problema kasi ang daming ginagawa. Pero sabi ko, gawa natin ng paraan to kasi this is something na, ako kasi na-excite ako when it's a role na I parang have a hard time seeing myself in, yung kailangan ko baguhin sarili ko para bagayan yung project. So, nung in-explain sa akin to, sabi ko na-excite ako. And then at the same time, sabi ko kasi puro girls kasama ko eh. So it's mostly, I can't disclose too much yet kasi confidential pa siya, but if once you find out the lineup of girls that are in the show, it's really the cream of the crop of idea. So sabi ko, challenging din sa akin yon kasi usually pag ginagawa ko kontrabida, I'm with guys. So parang alam mo, hindi mo iniisip kung masasaktan or like, you know what I mean? Just muscle through the project kasi mga lalaki kayo. But this time around, you have to kind of finesse it kasi mga babae. So to like kahit kontrabida man ako or kahit I'm playing a dark character here, kailangan leading man ka pa rin kasi mga babae, mga kasama mo.
So Jake, Jake, ikaw every time na may new projects ka kasi talagang in character ka, ginagawa mo lahat, kahit yung naging parang taong brush sa something.
Yeah, parang
Pero, so alos kumusta yung oras mo? Parang si Chi.
Si Chi. Actually, alam mo, sabi ko nga ulit kanina,